Beloved Saints, today's 5-minute message of redemptive history is about Joash in the History of the Kings of Israel, Part 1, from the 4th book of Redemptive History series, God's Profound and Mysterious Providence. Joash succeeded Jehoahaz to take the throne as the 3rd king of the 5th dynasty of the northern kingdom of Israel. Overall, he was the 12th king of the northern kingdom of Israel. The name of Joash means the Lord is strong. At this time in Part 1, let us examine how Joash visited Prophet Elisha, who was on his deathbed. When Elisha was sick unto death, King Joash went down to Elisha and wept over him, saying, my father, the chariots of Israel and its horsemen. These tears that he shed were tears shed in concern for the future of the nation, for they were about to lose Elisha, who was their national defense. Elisha told Joash to take up a bow and arrows. Then he laid his hands on the hands of Joash and told him to open the windows toward the east and shoot the arrows. This was a symbolic act prophesying that the northern kingdom of Israel will strike and defeat Aram through the mighty power of God. The prophet Elisha said in 2 Kings 13 verse 17, the Lord's arrow of victory, even the arrow of victory over Aram, for you will defeat the Arameans at Aphek until you have destroyed them. Here the phrase, until you have destroyed them, is ad kale in Hebrew. This means until it is completed or until it is finished. Kale is the PL infinitive absolute form of the verb kala, and thus it signifies absolute victory. Therefore, God is stating that he will help them until they have completely defeated the Arameans in battle. Then Elisha had the king take the arrows and strike the ground with them. The king should have continued to strike the ground until Elisha told him to stop. However, he stopped after 3 strikes. After seeing this, the prophet Elisha was greatly angered and said, you should have struck 5 or 6 times. Then you would have struck Aram until you would have destroyed it. But now you shall strike Aram only 3 times. This is stated in 2 Kings 13 verse 19. King Joash had just heard that the arrows signify God's help, which delivers Israel from the hand of the Arameans. Naturally then, Joash should have kept on striking the ground until Elisha said to stop. However, Joash was still caught up in his fleshly thoughts and guessed that about 3 times would be enough. This indicates that King Joash lacked the earnest desire for victory over his enemies, which comes with an aggressive battle mentality. If Joash was filled with this thirst for victory and the desire to wipe out the Arameans, then he would have kept on striking the ground with the arrows, because this act symbolized the act of striking the Arameans. Beloved saints, God is almighty, and he has given all things to us. Just like the name Joash, which means the Lord is strong, God will satisfy us with his complete and perfect victory when we trust in his mighty powers and strike the ground 10, 20, or even 100 times. So today, let there only be works of victory, spiritually and physically, by possessing such faith. I bless in the name of the Lord.